Uh, so Noelia, your brother, how are you guys all doing there in Canada?
It's going good so far, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. The school is kind of like different from Peru, but it's okay. Like, yeah.
And your English has improved so much living in Canada.
Oh, yeah. I hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Because you spend a lot of time with people who speak English.
Yes. Yeah.
You are
Everybody
in
is.
English speaking part of Canada or French speaking part of Canada?
I'm in an English
Okay,
speaking. Yeah.
obviously. And how about your brother? Has he improved as well?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
lovely. That's
yeah.
lovely. So who's gonna be in the class, you or your brother?
I think my brother and me,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. You're doing
Yeah.
great. You're doing great. So good to see you. I'm so happy.
Thank you. Yeah, I also like watch like your videos and YouTube.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, kind
Thank
of.
you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. They're so funny.
I
Yeah.
feel like, I'm a gardener whose plant that he put in the garden has grown up a little.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
That's how I feel. Hey,
Yeah. Also,
Rodrigo, you know who I'm talking to?
Yeah,
You know
I
her?
know her.
yeah,
Say hello to her.
yeah, I know him. Hey.
So he's your brother's friend, right, Noelia?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, where is he? Where is Alejandro?
I don't know.
Yeah, he just joined. He just came. He just came. And Gonzalo, has he joined as well? He is trying, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's joining. Hey, Alejandro, where are you?
I don't know.
I want to see you first. Have you grown up as well? Have you become bigger, more like a young man? You
Yeah.
are a teenager.
Oh,
I know you are still a teenager, age-wise, but Noelia certainly seems a little grown up.
yeah.
Noelia, what kind of difference do you see in Canada and where you lived earlier in Lima?
Oh,
The
first,
weather?
like here, yeah, the weather right now we're in 7 degrees, and like in Peru, we were in
Never
like
experienced that, did you?
no, never, never, never.
How was the
And
food?
then the weather, and then here it's like more like safer. It's
Hmm.
more safe.
Okay.
The security is so good. Like I can walk like
Mm.
here, and like nobody is gonna like stole me and yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's
Safer
pretty
for
good.
girls. Safer for girls.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Lima, you didn't feel as safe walking alone.
Um, yeah, yeah, because I'm always like scared if like someone is gonna steal me like something like my
Okay.
phone or something.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah.
So
And
the street crime is higher in Lima than in Canada,
yeah,
where
right
you are.
now it's yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Right now it's higher than yeah,
Okay.
before.
All right. And
Yeah.
about attitude of people, do you see any difference there?
Here they are cooler, like that when they are more like without feelings. So I don't know how to say that. Yeah, it's like they are more like serious.
Mind their
In
own
Peru,
business,
yeah, exactly. And then in Peru, they're like more kind, and then yeah,
interested
yeah,
in
interested
what's
in
going
your
on with you.
yeah, exactly. And then here, nobody cares like on you. It's
Right, right.
basically you are
It's good
yeah,
and bad both in a way.
exactly. Yeah, it
Exactly,
depends. Yeah.
exactly. Hey, Gonzalo. How are you doing, Gonzalo?
hi teacher.
Yeah, turn your camera on, please.
Okay. One moment, teacher.
So you guys have been acquaintance with each other or you've been friends with each other when you were in Lima, Noelia, Gonzalo and Rodrigo. You guys met occasionally on, maybe at festivals or something.
Yeah, my brother and Rodrigo and Gonzalo,
Yeah.
yeah, I think
So
more than
I'm gonna ask you this, silly question. But when you guys were in Peru, you didn't
yeah.
interact much, Noelia and Rodrigo and
Yeah,
Gonzalo,
we didn't
not
so
much.
much, but like we were in the same place in the same spot.
Right. But
Yeah.
you guys were in different schools, but were you all the same?
We were in the same school, and then we changed with Alejandro, and
Okay.
then they changed after 1 year, I think. Yeah.
Mm. Rodrigo and Gonzalo are good students, Noelia, you know.
Yeah, they are.
Their understanding of grammar is pretty good, actually.
I know, like,
But Rodrigo has a problem. He doesn't like Telegram, you know. I asked him to join Telegram long time ago.
No,
He's still not
teacher,
there.
I just today in the afternoon I installed Telegram.
Okay, okay. So I hope that you are gonna make an account soon.
No, okay.
Okay. Hey, Alejandro.
I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah, please help him. And how's mom,
Oh,
Noelia? How's mom?
my mom
Yeah.
is going good so far, but like her kind of problem is like she doesn't understand so much English. Like
Ah,
yeah, so that's her problem. Like she needs
yes.
to,
For children, it's
yeah,
easier to kind of, you know, get used to
yeah,
this new place, language-wise.
yeah,
Adults take
yeah.
longer.
Yeah, for example, my sister, she's learning French right now, and then she's so good at it. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
say hello to Alejandro. Hey, Alejandro.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello,
great.
hello.
You're looking different too. You also look grown up. It's been more than a year. I think you guys have been there more than a year now.
Yeah,
yes,
more than a year.
almost a
It's the second winter you are experiencing in Canada.
yeah,
Second, yes.
The first winter must have been really surprising, to say the least. You know, did the
yeah,
temperature go in minus in the winter there?
Last
yeah,
year.
yeah. Last
Yeah.
year it was like minus 30, minus
Where
25.
you lived? Where you lived?
Yeah, here.
Wow.
Because in Alberta, it's like minus 40 degrees.
Right. Some parts do get
Here's,
minus 40 as well.
yeah,
I mean,
and here's minus.
I can't even imagine being in a place where the temperature is minus 20. Did you go out at all?
Yeah, we need to like to
Wow.
go to a school. We need to go like
School doesn't close in winter.
no,
Yeah.
no, except
Wow.
No.
if they have like a storm or like a I don't know, like
A
a
big snowfall.
big storm. Yeah.
Snowfall, yes.
Hmm.
They close or like we cannot like the bus also like is closed, so we need to go with
Did
our car.
anybody, any of you five, did you guys feel any health issues in the winter the first time?
Sometimes.
Uh, health issues, I don't know, just like flu and kind of cold, but like a couple of days and that's it.
Wow.
Yes.
It's amazing. Somebody who had
Yeah.
never seen anything below, let's say 15 degrees, that's what the lowest it gets in Lima. 15 degrees from there to minus 20. Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when it is here in India where I live, in the winter,
Yeah.
the most coldest month is January, you know, when the temperature can go down to 7 degrees, 6 degrees sometimes.
Oh
And
wow.
we feel really everything is crippled, you know, in those days. No school, no work. We all need, you know, winter
Wow.
holidays when it is 6 degrees. I can't imagine life to continue when it is minus 20, minus 30. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure they have all those, you know, necessary preparations to deal with that kind of cold.
Yes, we had.
Yeah,
We'll still have, yes.
did you have to buy new leather jackets and all, which you never
Yes, we need
needed?
to buy like
Yes.
Yeah,
and boots and then
In fact,
gloves.
right.
in fact, on the first day we just arrived, that happened. We had to buy a bunch of clothes. Yeah.
Of course, Alejandro,
Yeah.
your English has definitely improved as well. The way you guys are talking now. Do you see that, Rodrigo and Gonzalo? What happens when you are exposed to English constantly? You know, this is the effect of
Immersion. It's called immersion. Yeah.
immersion, exactly. And that's what, you know, modern methods suggest. All the learners should just immerse themselves in the language they're learning. Create that kind of environment around you at home, you know, listening, make a corner, which should be English corner or English room. You enter that place and you should stop thinking like you are in Lima, you are in your place. I know it's a bit difficult at first, but it can be achieved, it can be done. You know, for that you have to develop you have to follow your interest, your hobbies in English. For example, suppose you like watching games on YouTube, games, streaming and all that. So make sure that you're watching them in English, not in Spanish. Or if you like playing chess and watching chess videos, watch somebody explaining chess moves in English rather than in Spanish. This is how you create that immersion, you know. I mean, it is very much the same, the difficulty level is very much the same for the students in my town. Even though we live in India where English is an official language, but in my hometown, there is very little English environment. The students who actually speak English have to really make special efforts on their own. Yeah. And I have a video to share with you guys, a problem with my country, with the teachers we have here. I would like to show you what I'm talking about. Just a second. Look.
है इसे आप कैसे बोलोगे?
Food is odd.
नाइस. जूठे को हम इंग्लिश में क्या कहते हैं?
There are lots of teachers like this, who claim to be teachers on YouTube, on Facebook. They make videos. A lot of times they do not give concept of the English language to the learners. They keep teaching them translations, Hindi to English, Hindi to English. A lot of times the sentences they teach are not correct. For example, in this video, you saw the food is odd. That's nothing. That's bad English. Nobody says the food is odd, but she's teaching and she has nearly 400,000 subscribers. 400,000. That's a huge number. Okay. Nearly 500,000. For 500,000. Yeah, exactly. Nearly 500,000. Okay. So, that this is the biggest challenge I have as a teacher, because there are lots of people who teach bad English. And when the students are with me, I have to correct them. I have to tell them what you're saying is not actually English. If you talk to someone from England or America or Canada, they'll not understand what you're saying. And they find it shocking, like, how? I learned this from a teacher. So, yeah. So I don't know about, Peru, Lima. If you have teachers who teach bad English as well. I mean, it's one thing not to teach the advanced level, but it is really strange that you teach bad English that doesn't exist. The food is odd. Did you notice that line on the screen? The food is odd. That's nothing, right? That sentence means nothing. That's nonsense.
Sometimes I see like teachers who practically always say like, if you don't know how to translate this, you don't know English, or something like that.
That's nonsense, isn't it?
Nonsense.
Absolutely.
Nonsense.
Well, I'm very glad to, have you guys here, see you after such a long time. I've been planning to invite you to my classes, especially some of my old students who were with you guys, in my class. They often ask about you, how they are doing. They know that you are in Canada now and with your whole family, and they often ask about you. So someday, but I know the timings are odd, we have 12-hour gap, so it's a bit difficult to have you in my class because it's time for you guys to be in bed when I'm teaching. Okay. So anyways, shall we start our class now? The lesson? We are talking about abstract nouns, a very confusing idea, Once you understand what abstract nouns are, then you learn different abstract nouns from verbs, from adjectives, and from common nouns. Abstract nouns are important because they sound very similar to other words like the verbs laugh, laughter, hate, hatred. Okay, so where to use hate, where to use hatred? Once you know that one is a noun, one is a verb, it's very easy. Hate is a verb, so of course you know how to use the verb hate. And then hatred is a noun, it's a thing, okay? You shouldn't have hatred for anybody. Okay, the hatred for XYZ, okay, it means you don't like that person, you hate that person. Okay, some countries have hatred for other countries, right? They just don't like those countries at all. So we can make abstract nouns from verbs. We can make abstract nouns from adjectives too. When we say long, okay, and then the noun is length, high, and the noun is height. Okay, my height, okay. Now this height is an abstract noun which comes from the adjective high. So I have already shared a list of common nouns, verbs, and adjectives. And I want you guys to transform them, change them into abstract nouns. Of course, you need to be familiar with them. So maybe you will not be able to do some of them. I'll help you later. So that's your homework, okay? I forgot to send the list. I was supposed to send the list yesterday, but I've shared it with you today. And hopefully you guys will try and find some abstract nouns from them. And whichever are difficult, I'll help you with them, okay, tomorrow. And now we are going to move on to our regular course of the intermediate level. Where is the book? Give me a second. Just a second. Yeah. The question words in English. Okay, let's practice them. Did we do this? I don't think so. You have some situations here, and you have to find the questions that you will ask in these situations. Okay. Number 3, is your house 10 meters from the beach, 100 meters, 1 kilometer? It means the person wants to know the difference, right? So how do you ask this question? Is your house 10 meters from the beach, 100 meters, 1 kilometer? How do you ask? Which question word comes to your mind to know this distance? It should be how far? Got it? So go ahead and phrase your sentence.
How far is your
How
house
far is it from your, how far is your house from the beach? How far is your house from the beach? Okay. Is your car an Audi, a BMW, a Toyota? How do you ask this question? You're interested in finding out, okay, I can't say the question, you have to, okay. You want to ask me, teacher, is your car an Audi, a BMW, a Toyota, a Chevrolet? How do you ask?
Where is your car's from?
What make is your car? What make is your car?
What
What brand is your car? What make is your car? What brand is your car? Okay. So in English, you know that the question word comes first. So what make is your car? Can you repeat? If it was new to you, if you found it difficult at first, then just repeat the sentence a couple of times so that, it stays in your mind. What make is your car? What make is your mobile phones, guys? Again, I'm asking whether it is a Samsung, whether it is a Nokia, whether it is an Apple. What make is your phone? Answer, please.
My phone is an Apple one.
Alejandro?
Mine is Samsung
All of you have
S23.
Samsung. That
S23,
model
yeah.
was not necessary. When I asked what make is your phone, then it's a Samsung is enough. Okay, it's a Samsung is enough. And if somebody asks what model is it, okay, then you can mention the model as well. Or if you want, you can add that from your side. But the question, what make is it? It's a Samsung. That's enough. So everybody here, all of you guys have the same phone. All of you have Samsung. Okay, interesting. Samsung phones are very popular there. Actually, they are very good quality. Rodrigo Gonzalo, did you know that you were going to see Noelia and Alejandro in the class?
Sorry, teacher.
Did you know that they were coming to class, Noelia and Alejandro? Were you expecting them today? Did you know?
No.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Okay.
Yeah, for me it's a surprise.
Okay. All right. I
Yeah,
thought
Because my dad told me like, oh, like you should like enter today.
Yes.
Because like they were alone. So I was like, yeah, I should enter.
Sure. We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5. Do you like pasta, hamburgers, spicy food? How do you ask a question of this kind with the WH word?
Um, uh, what kind of food do you like?
What kind of food do you like? Absolutely. Or what sort of food do you like? Kind or sort, S-O-R-T, okay? What kind of food do you like? What sort of food do you like? So answer, what kind of food do you like?
Pasta.
Pasta.
Yeah.
I know. You guys
It's
you don't like spicy food a lot, do you?
I like it. Like my level of tolerance is like
Yes,
low.
it's
Kind
not
of,
that
yeah.
that good.
Uh,
We
yeah,
Indians are very good at that. And Mexicans, by the way, they also eat
Yeah.
very hot food.
Yes.
Rodrigo, Gonzalo, Alejandro, what kind of food do you guys like?
like pizza.
Pizza, one of our favorites. We can have pizza almost every day. And there is so much variety there, you won't get bored. Gonzalo, Rodrigo,
I like pasta too.
pasta. Yeah. Children here, they love pasta. If they're very happy, if their moms, just make pasta without, them knowing, it's like it can be a very, very pleasant surprise if you get pasta on your dinner table. Next, where were we? For your sandwich, would you like white, brown, a wholemeal, a roll? For your sandwich, would you like white sandwich, brown sandwich, wholemeal sandwich, a roll sandwich?
What kind of bread do you prefer?
Or simply, what kind
Kind
of
of
sandwich
bun.
do you want? What kind of sandwich would you like? Right.
Yeah.
You could go with what kind of sandwich would you like? Would you like your sandwich? But again, WH word. Okay. We have to ask questions with WH word. Otherwise, we have this question option now. Do you want white bread for your sandwich? Okay. But simply, what kind of sandwich would you like? What kind of sandwich would you like? So, is sandwich something you guys eat very often?
Yes.
Sometimes, yes.
How often?
3 to 4 days a week.
4 days a week.
Yeah, 3 to
2
4.
days a week. Yes,
Wow.
sometimes.
Rodrigo, Gonzalo, do you guys also eat sandwiches a lot?
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Wow. For us here, I mean, in my town, sandwiches are not that frequent. We don't eat them so frequently. Instead of sandwiches, we have samosas. Okay. Samosas. Yeah, they are very much the same thing. Okay, some people will be very unhappy with me when I say they are very much the same thing because maybe they just love sandwich or they love, samosas.
Yeah.
But samosa is fried, okay? Samosa is fried. It is not as healthy, I think, as sandwich is for sure. But it's an Indian thing. Okay, there you go. They look yummy and inviting, samosas. They have a very funny pyramid shape, And
In Peru, we have the same, but it's like a mix of like Chinese food and like Peruvian food.
okay.
Yeah, it is called like wonton.
It
Yeah.
is stuffed with potatoes. There is
Oh,
potato stuffing inside.
no, we
And
don't
that
have that.
potato stuffing is spicy, hot, boiled with the spices, and it's so flavorful. There's so many spices that go inside, in that potato mix, and it is so yummy. And you team up samosas with chutney, different kinds of chutney. You can see the red chutney here, the sauce. The chutney word is an Indian word, sauce, green sauce, and sometimes with raw onions, onion rings. you
Oh, I
know,
love it.
and they are very, 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 very good, very tasty.
Yeah, it's so
In
good.
India, we make different food items with samosas. We make chaat, which is a very interesting thing. I don't know if you are familiar with it. We break the samosas on the plate and we add some other things. And it is really one of the most, I will say, important things you must taste when you are in India, the chaat of India. That will tell you how flavorful Indian cuisine is. Chaat is so
Wow.
delicious, so tasty, and at the same time so hot. A
Mhm.
lot of foreigners will not be able to handle this kind of food because it is too hot for them. Yeah, so this is our sandwich.
Teacher, I have a question. What is
Please.
the main food of India?
What is the meaning for what?
The main food
The
of India.
The main food of India.
Yeah.
That if whatever I say, I'll be killed, you know, because people won't like it, okay? Because it is so vast. Main is so vast, okay? I say one name and other people get really offended. Why did you say that is food of India? Well, our food, I mean, if you're in the north where I come from, okay, then you will say maybe chicken, you know, rice. There is something called litti chokha. And then if you go to the south, then dosa, idli. You go to the west, and they have their own kind of food. So in India, you have all kinds of food. I don't think you can count them on your fingers. There's so
But
many.
in your case, what do you consider the
Yeah,
main
because
food?
I'm from the north and I have my own favorite. So I love litti chokha, which is the brand food for this part. You know, any foreigners come here, they try it.
Mhm.
And then I also love chicken curry because I
Mhm.
eat non-veg and I love a spicy chicken curry. Just 2 days ago, my sister cooked and it was like really, really tasty. If I sell that chicken curry, it will sell like hot cake, you know, really, really tasty it was. And we have something called biryani here. I'm talking about all the spicy food. And then you go to the dessert, you know, category, and then you have kheer. You know, kheer is a dish we make with rice and milk, and it is so yummy. But you know, one thing I can say, living in India is a delight if you're a foodie. Okay. If you love food, then you will not complain about living in India. You can compromise with everything else because the variety of food it offers, you know, living in India is amazing just from one point of view. You know, food, amazing. Indian cuisine is world famous. Any big city you go to, okay, and there will be an Indian restaurant serving Indian food. I'm not very sure of the quality they will offer because sometimes, you know, restaurants do not serve authentic dishes, you know. They are professional and it's not very easy for them. But if you are in India and you taste the authentic Indian cuisine here, you will remember it forever. Again, it's not for those people who don't like very hot food because most of the things we eat are hot and spicy. But we have variety in sweet, dishes as well. And I know Nelia and Alejandro, I remember you guys talking about ceviche, and they said ceviche as well. I think Gonzalo it was. He said his favorite is ceviche, right, Gonzalo?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to try it. I love the sound of it, ceviche, the way it sounds. Okay, so maybe I would like to give it a try someday when I could.
Mhm.
Okay, moving on to do two of you want coffee? Four of you want coffee? All of you want coffee? How do you ask this in a simple way with a WH word? Number 7.
How many of you want coffee?
Absolutely. How many of you want coffee? How many of you? Okay. How many of you want coffee? Okay. Exactly. Well, there is another way. Who wants coffee? Okay. Who wants coffee? How many of you want coffee? Yes. Remember, when you say who, you go with wants. Who wants coffee? Okay. Who wants coffee? And when you say how many, then you say how many of you want coffee? I hope you understand the grammar. Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Would you prefer a vanilla ice cream, strawberry, chocolate?
What flavor of
Exactly. What flavor would you like? What would you prefer? Yeah. What flavor would you prefer? Vanilla is a flavor, strawberry is a flavor, chocolate is a flavor. So what flavor would you prefer? And which is your favorite, guys? Which flavor?
Mm, I think it's strawberry.
I like them
Chocolate.
all. I like them all, but if I have to choose my favorite, it would be pineapple. I love that. Pineapple cake, pineapple, ice cream. Yeah.
In my case, I love mango. So
Mangoes, yes. Gonzalo doesn't like mangoes a lot. Gonzalo, you don't like mangoes a lot, do you?
Yes, teacher, because I think that sometimes the mangoes are acid.
sour.
It
Yeah.
depends the type of mango.
Okay. But no, nobody likes the bad quality of anything. I mean, but mangoes, the way they taste, Gonzalo is the second person I know who doesn't like mangoes because one, I know my daughter, she's not very fond of mangoes. Otherwise, mangoes are so yummy. Again, not
Yeah.
all mangoes, of course, but we are not talking about the bad ones, the sour
No.
ones.
Yeah, because he's speaking like there is like green mangoes, like they are like sour,
Yeah.
and then like normal like yellow and red, they are like
Exactly.
so good. Yeah.
Here in India, we have so many varieties of mangoes.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
Alfonso, it is something. It is internationally known, Alfonso mangoes. But we have some Indian varieties. One is called Malda, and Malda mangoes are very big in size, very juicy, and when you slice them, when you cut them, the pulp will be slightly creamish. It will not be yellow, but but the taste will be out of this world. And it has a very small stone inside. The mango will be big, and the stone will be small and very thin. Very thin. It means it has more pulp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the most expensive here, Malda mangoes.
Mhm.
I don't know. I've never eaten Alfonso mangoes. I hear they are really, really tasty, but I've never tasted. I've never got the chance to eat Alfonso mangoes.
I
There is
love like
three. Yeah, go on.
sorry, I love like green mangoes with salt. They're so good.
Green mangoes
Like
with
green
salt.
so
Girls
good.
always love those things.
Yeah.
Green mangoes with salt. Come on, when we were kids, we loved that. And the face you make after tasting it. Oh, the way you
Yeah.
squeeze your face,
Yeah.
muscles. It's so tart, so tart. Tart, another word for something that is sour, tart. Tart. Yeah, mangoes. Now, so is that Sam's bag, Susie's, your own? You want to know the owner of the bag.
Whose bag is that?
Whose
Who?
bag is that? Okay. Whose is that bag? There are two ways you can say it, Gonzalo. Whose bag is that? And whose is that bag? Okay. So everybody, I hope, look, Gonzalo is answering, but I hope you're all comfortable with these sentences, right? If you find them difficult or confusing in any way, please talk to me, okay? Last one. Do you go left or right for the city center or straight on? Do you go left or right for the city center or straight on?
What direction do you
Yeah.
go?
What direction do you go for the city center? Which way is the city center? Which way is the city center? A very, very simple, way of asking this question. Let me play the audio for you.
1.5.
Listen.
Question words. 1,
How often do you go to the gym?
2,
What size shoes do you take?
3,
How far is your house from the beach?
4,
What make is your car?
5,
What kind of food do you like?
6,
Which bread would you like for your sandwich?
7,
How many of you want coffee?
8,
What flavour ice cream would you like?
9,
Whose bag is that?
10,
Which way do you go for the city centre?
Which way do you go for the city center? Which way is the city center? Okay, that's the easiest way of asking, okay? All right. So I should share the questions with you guys. I want you to practice. Shall I open the breakout room for you for a minute or two? You guys can ask of each other these 10 questions. What do you say? But for that, I need to share the questions with you. Where do I share the questions? I have Edwin here, your dad. You guys using the same number or a different number, Noelia and Alejandro?
We use different numbers.
Different numbers. Please text me so that I can share the 10 questions with you. And I want to make a group for you guys, where I can share stuff.
Okay, I texted you.
Thank you.
Teacher, I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes, please.
Today I need to leave in 30 minutes, so 8:30 here.
Sure. Now or in a few minutes?
No, in a few minutes, like in 23
fine.
minutes.
So I'm just gonna make a breakout room where I'm gonna put you with one of these two and just have a little bit practice, okay? And whenever you feel, you can leave, no problems, okay?
Yeah, okay. Thank
All
you.
right, and I'm gonna open the rooms. Okay. So here we are. Rodrigo is practicing with Alejandro. Gonzalo is practicing with. Okay, I'm opening the rooms for you guys. Yeah, go ahead. Accept the invitation. Ask and answer the questions with each other. Alejandro, you came back.
Teacher, I don't know why I am back to.
Okay, let me try again.
I don't know. Yes. I
Do
don't know
you
what happened.
Do you see an option on your screen to go choose the breakout room now because I made you the co-host? Go to room number 1, please.
Okay. Let me see. It doesn't appear
Do you not
an
see the
option.
breakout room option on your screen?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Then in that case, leave the room and come back as quickly as possible, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Rodrigo, wait for your partner. He's having some issues with his internet, okay? Do you see the option now?
No, sorry, it's not. Okay. How far is your house from the beach?
Yes. Oh, I don't know. Wait, let me think. My house from the beach, I think 40 kilometers.
It's quite far.
Yes.
So
It's
far.
1 hour and something. Yeah, from the beach.
40 kilometers.
Yes.
And in your case, Gonzalo, I think it's much closer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about 3 kilometers.
Only three
Yeah.
kilometers. When you were in Lima, you were very close to the beach, right, Noelia?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was right. Yeah, we were.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
right.
not very often that you guys visit the beach now. It's cold as well.
Yeah, like our beach is
Mhm.
like a lake, like a
Okay.
big lake. It's
All
not like a
right.
big
Okay.
field.
Not like that beach,
Yeah,
sandy.
it's not. Yeah, it's
Okay. Carry on. Carry on.
so okay. The next one is like you don't have a
How far is your house from the beach?
Oh, my house, maybe if you walk to since I don't know what to say. ¿Cómo sería?
About 3 kilometers, I heard.
About, yeah, something like about like approximately, right?
Yeah, about 3 kilometers, Rodrigo. I heard your brother said about 3 kilometers. It takes
Yeah,
about half an
maybe
hour,
three or 5 kilometers.
3 or 5 kilometers.
So
It's about a 30-minute walk. It's about a 30-minute walk or longer. Can you get there
30
in
or
30 minutes?
40 minutes walk.
30 or 40 minutes. Okay. It's a 40-minute walk.
Yeah.
Okay. But Alejandro, it will take
Okay.
much longer.
Oh, well, so much. Yeah.
Anuelia
Like,
just told
yeah,
me it's 40 kilometers.
yeah, 40 or something
It's
like that
another
because
town.
we actually called the lake
Yes,
the beach. Yeah, we actually called
exactly.
because we
It's
live
not
too
a
far
beach.
away. Yeah.
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 It's not a beach, okay? It's a lake.
Yeah. It's not, but we consider it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't go to the beach yet?
Have you been there?
I have it, but well, I did go to the lake, but I didn't go to the beach. That's what
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
I love the way your accent has changed, Alejandro, living there. Love the way your accent has changed. Earlier, you sounded like Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Now you don't sound like him at all. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Your father made a
Okay.
very good choice now, going to Canada. It was a very, very
He
good
did.
decision.
Yeah.
Carry on, people.
Okay. Type of brand is your car?
I think the car of my dad is a Chevrolet.
A Chevrolet.
Yeah.
It's a Chevrolet.
Well, my father's car. We are done.
Okay, let's go back, right? Let's end the session. Yeah, today's a good day for me. It's a very, very good day for me, to see Alejandro and Noelia, talking like they're talking, it is so satisfying. And I always knew, that once you guys are in Canada, your English will start to improve so much. The
Yeah.
grammar part we can take care of in a year, but the exposure you are getting, that's just so important. Now, here we are talking about adjectives. Okay. So, guys, basically, we have one word adjectives, a lot of one word adjectives. For example, here we have some adjectives in this box and we have some nouns here. So, very quickly, match the adjectives and the nouns. And in English, the adjectives always go before the nouns, almost in all cases. Cozy, fresh, latest, Sometimes more than one is possible. I would check. Cozy. It describes comfort. Okay, it's an adjective. A place can be cozy, which means comfortable. Another word for cozy is comfortable. So a cozy cottage sounds perfect. A comfortable cottage where you feel warm and everything, okay? A cozy cottage. And a cozy room is also pretty fine. Is your bedroom cozy? Oh, yes. So you can describe places as cozy. You can describe your bed, a cozy bed, okay? Everything that makes you feel warm and comfortable is cozy.
Sure, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Why it's with S, like SY? Because here I hear like I write like with Z. CO, like cozy clothes.
Okay,
COZY.
okay. Let me tell you, because English is spoken in different countries. Sometimes you'll see a slight difference in the spellings. Sometimes you'll see a slight difference in the pronunciation as well. Okay, but cozy, this spelling COSY is the British spelling. Maybe, however, officially Canada also follows British English. Even though it is close to America, but it follows British English. Okay, officially.
Yes.
So I don't know why they accept a ZY spelling, because that's American spelling, cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's totally fine. There are lots of places where you will see that S or Z, and they pronounce it Z actually in America.
Yeah, in America.
Yeah, they don't say it Z. In Canada also they say it Z.
Some people say
Some
C.
people, because
Like,
there's so much interaction, America and Canada, they share borders. Okay. Cozy, cozy clothes, cozy room, cozy cottage. Okay. So anything that is cozy makes you feel comfortable in it. Now imagine you are in a room in a winter season when it is cold, and all that room has got is a bed. Okay. I don't think you will describe it as a cozy room in that situation. Cozy, which makes you feel very comfortable in there. Okay. A cozy chair. All right. All right, next, moving on to the next word. Next adjective is fresh. I think it's an easy one.
Vegetables.
Fresh
Vegetables.
vegetables, right? Yes. Do you guys have access to fresh vegetables where you live? Because that's one big problem in big cities. You have to buy food from supermarket, and sometimes they don't really offer you fresh vegetables, fresh fruit. They have fridges to keep them, eatable for a long time. But you know, one of the advantages, let's say, of living in a small town or village area is you always have fresh vegetables, fresh fruit. And the markets, when you go to these, fruits markets and vegetable markets, the smell and the colors, that you get to see there is amazing. One of my favorite activities on Sunday, and now I don't do it because my bike is gone. But my bike has been stolen, by the way, from right outside my house. Okay. It was standing right outside my house and it was stolen. It's been 3, 4 months. So when I had my bike, I used to go to the vegetable market on a Sunday morning with my wife, and we really enjoyed spending an hour or two there shopping. Sometimes we came back with a load of 30 kilos, 40 kilos on the bike. And my wife is such a sport. My wife is such a sport. A lot of women will say, I don't want to hold this kind of thing. I won't look pretty, holding a load of 30 kilos. But my wife is such a sport. She's so cool. So yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do, going to the, vegetable market and fruit market. Latest, easy. Latest, it means most recent. The newest. Latest means the newest.
Match.
Okay. Yeah. Latest.
Match.
Latest match is fine. And
It can be fashion.
latest fashions. Yeah, latest fashions. Okay. The latest fashions, fantastic combination. Latest fashions. Okay, some people spend a lot of their earning on latest fashions. They always want to wear latest fashions. Okay.
Yeah, here.
Yes, there are some places which are particularly famous for people who love latest fashions. For example, New York. People in New York, they love latest fashions. Okay. Cloudy.
Sky.
Cloudy sky. Yeah, cloudy sky. Yeah, very good. When you can't see the sun. Okay. We don't have many days of cloudy sky here in India, only in the rainy season in the month of July and August, a few days. Let's say at best 40, 50 days of cloudy sky. Most of the days we have here very clear skies, sunny. Thrilling.
Match.
Yeah, a thrilling match, exciting match, where you don't know which team is winning, okay? A thrilling match. When the result is already decided, like, a team is way ahead of the other team, it's not a thrilling match, okay? A thrilling match is when they are going at each other really close, okay? Nobody knows what the result is going to be. That is a thrilling match. Those are the matches people love watching. Okay. Stunning. Okay, just a question, Alejandro and Noelia. Now that you guys have relocated in Canada, when you see your team play, I know you guys are very fond of football. How do you feel? Do you still feel, of course, the same? You want Peru to win, of course, right?
Yes.
Obviously.
Of course.
Obviously. Just because you have physically changed your location, it doesn't change emotions.
Exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's
Actually,
amazing.
most people in here feel really proud of their countries. Like they don't actually feel like something very special when they arrive here in
Yeah.
Canada. They
Yeah.
just say, "Yeah, I'm very proud to be
Where I
Arabic
come from.
or to be where I come from, basically."
Roots, origins. Yeah, absolutely. It's no Canada and Australia, America, these countries follow a very different kind of philosophy, They are very welcoming to people from outside, more welcoming than many other countries can be. And there is a reason, there is a reason. The original people of these countries are no longer there anymore, are not at least in power. The people who control America, Canada, and Australia are the people from the outside, okay? They were not the natives of these countries. It's a very controversial topic, by the way, Yeah, stunning.
Views.
Stunning views. Stunning views. Okay.
Yes.
Something
Yes,
that
yeah.
makes you wow. For a second, you stop, Now, this literally, okay, literally, when you stun someone, okay, there you can have a device to stun someone. When you stun them, they can't move, okay? So literally, it means to make somebody unmovable, okay? So something that is stunning makes you like go stunned. You cannot move. So surprising, okay? So stunning views. Maybe sometimes you see something that makes you like, wow. So that is stunning, okay? For a second, your body stops moving. That's stunning, okay? Literally, that is what it means. I was stunned. I was stunned. It means I could not move my body. I was so surprised. I was so shocked, maybe, okay? Stunned. There are two adjectives, guys. Stunning, ing, and ed, stunned, okay? Interesting, interested. Confusing, confused. And both work as adjectives. Let me help you with this idea a little bit. A confusing question. A confusing question. It means a question that is not easy to answer. A confusing question. And when the teacher asks a confusing question, the students feel confused. They don't know what to say. They feel confused. So one is ing adjective, a confusing questions, and the confused faces of the students. The confused faces. Huh? What do we say? We don't know. So confusing, confused. Stunning, stunned. Now another example, okay? Easy one, easy one. A boring movie, okay? A film that has nothing to offer, a boring film, nobody likes that. And then this bore viewers, okay, the bore audience, bored, B-O-R-E-D. The audience are bored. The viewers are bored, B-O-R-E-D. So people are bored and the movie is boring. Okay, a view can be stunning and the people can be stunned. A book can be interesting and people can be interested. So if you want to talk about how you feel, okay, then you use ed adjectives. For example, I feel bored, I feel confused, I feel, interested. And those things which make you feel this way, those things can be described with an ing adjective. A boring movie, an interesting story, a confusing question. So that's the connection between them. ing and ed adjectives. A lot of people who speak Spanish find it a little confusing, this idea. Sometimes instead of ing adjective, they end up using the ed adjective. And instead of the ed adjective, they end up using the ing one. Okay, so be a little careful. I'll be talking about it in the future as well, okay? Now, in the next thing is, okay, crowded. Crowded.
Crowded city.
A crowded city. Remember, when you're talking about a countable singular noun, an article is really important. We will not say crowded city. We will say a crowded city, okay? We will never say crowded city. It's impossible because city is singular and it is countable. It is one and it can be counted. So articles are necessary, determiners are necessary. So a crowded city. Okay, Lima is a crowded city, isn't it?
It is.
And now the town where you live, Alejandro, in